Jason, I'm trying to push the shit all the way in. Save it, no point talking up blade shit. Things at the door, they better be patient. Just let my cat ease black, Salem. I'm up 7 and V's in the AM. Run up, that's your life for an AM. Said you gonna slide my boy, what you saying then? I'm 7.
Life is too short sometimes, so staying in good contact with family is important. 21 Savage's brother wanted to be a rapper just like him, but his journey didn't work out. 21 Savage's brother was killed in the UK, where he was originally from, and he actually lost another brother as well. We're going to get into these stories today and his response to these situations, and about him growing up here. He grew up with a complex family structure. His mother had a relationship with a man who she had multiple children, and his brother's Terrell Davis was known as a drill rapper in the UK, and he also had another brother that went by Taman. 21 Savage had spoken about his strained relationship with his father, where he had feelings of jealousy towards one of his brothers due to their different relationships with their father.
So they came and stayed with us and shit, and he had brought my little brother with him. And I remember one day, goddamn, he had then took the van. He had took us to City Trends and shit. And goddamn, he only bought my little brother shit. He ain't buy me shit though, type shit. And then I remember, I think my mama and my stepdaddy got to arguing about that because he took too long with the car.
Right.
And my stepdaddy had to go to work, type shit. So I remember just being like, being in the store and like I was like picking out shit and he wasn't grabbing my shit that I was picking out, but he was grabbing my little brother shit.
He expressed regret over these feelings after his brother's death, indicating a complicated sibling dynamic.
So I
You ever talked to him since?
Nah, I ain't talked to him since I was probably like heard his voice, like talked to him on the phone. I probably ain't talked to him since I was like 12 or something.
He had spent his early childhood in the UK before he moved to Atlanta, Georgia at the age of 7 with his mother, Heather Joseph, and grew up mainly in Atlanta where he was raised, began his music career. While his roots were the UK, specifically London's Brixton area, the majority of his upbringing and formative years were in the United States. His British citizenship became a focal point during his 2019 ICE arrest. And in 2013, 21 Savage's young brother known as Taman was fatally shot during a drug deal. 21 Savage revealed in his 2016 Fader cover story.
How'd he got killed?
Him and his mama got shot.
Hey.
They got shot up.
The profound impact this loss of life had on him. His brother, who he said he took things out on and didn't have a great relationship, was forming a career in the UK. UK drill was becoming big over here and he was releasing music.
Save it, no point talking up blade shit. Things at the door, they better be patient. Just let my cat ease black, Salem. I'm up 7 and V's in the AM. Run up, that's your life for an AM. Said you gonna slide my boy, what you saying then? I'm 7 and feline, same one 3 times. Try get my face high. If you ain't really done it, nigga, be quiet. I want all the smoke, fuck a peace sign. My cat said the drop gave him a clean high. Couple man pussy, I see it on my third
eye. On November 22nd, 2020, Terrell Davis, his 27-year-old brother, known as TM One Way, was fatally stabbed in Brixton Hill, South London, around 6 p.m. during an argument. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The Metropolitan Police had launched a murder investigation, and Terrell was 21 Savage's younger brother, born to their mother Heather Joseph and raised in London, where 21 Savage was also born before moving to Atlanta, like I said, at 7 years old. 21 Savage paid an emotional tribute to Terrell on social media, expressing deep grief over his loss. In a YouTube interview, he reflected on their complex relationship, admitting to past jealousy due to Terrell's different connection with their father, Kevin.
21 Savage's dad, he said, was dead and on crack.
And I said it to you on the phone. Shaya, I love you and I want the best for you.
This is so sad. He literally starts crying.
I want the best for you and I love you. I'll never stop loving you. I'll never stop loving you from the time it was 7:36 on October the 22nd. That's exactly the day with time he was born. I've never stopped loving that boy. He's gone through hell and high water to get where he's been. I just wish he didn't have to go through hell and high water to get where he's been. I wish he didn't have to lose Larry. I wish he didn't have to lose Johnny. I wish he didn't have to lose Tay-Man. I wish he didn't have to lose
Lil D, R.I.P. Lil D.
I wish he didn't have to lose Miss Tamika. I wish he didn't have to lose Terrell. I wish he didn't have to lose none of his friends or his brother to get where he is. Because I can't imagine going through that pain. Me losing my son is bad enough, but to lose my brethren along the way, and then I've made it and I can't bring them with me, and everything I used to dream about that we was gonna do.
That was his father Kevin on the RTM podcast. Obviously the family dynamic and situation is very techie, but again, 21 Savage had lost another person close to him. Life is too short sometimes to fall out with family. You never know what could happen, and obviously he'd felt a type of way about this because he expressed regret for these feelings, noting the emotional weight of losing his brother. On November 28, 2020, the Metropolitan Police arrested Tyrese Fuller, a 21-year-old from Lambeth, in connection with Terrell's death. He was charged with murder the 29th of November 2020. Fuller appeared at Bromley Magistrates Court 2 days later, where the case was formally addressed. News outlets including XXL and Complex reported the arrest, highlighting the public and media attention, especially due to 21 Savage's celebrity status. His brother was known in the drill scene in the UK, but this obviously took it international. A situation that turned dark quick was the context of the incident. Apparently, Terrell was taking shopping to his grandmother when an altercation escalated, leading to him being stabbed with a Rambo-style blade. An air ambulance was dispatched, but he was pronounced dead at the scene. The man accused of killing his brother, Tyrese Fuller's trial took place at the Old Bailey. He was charged with murder but pleaded not guilty. The prosecution argued that Fuller stabbed Terrell during an argument leading to his death. Fuller's defense actually managed to put forward a case where he was ultimately cleared of murder, and in July 2021 he was found guilty of manslaughter rather than the initial murder charge, indicating the court determined the killing was unlawful but lacked the intent required for a murder conviction. And it wasn't until 2021 that Tyrese Fuller, age 22, was sentenced to 10 years in prison for manslaughter of Terrell Davis. The sentencing occurred at the Old Bailey, concluding the legal proceedings. The sentence reflected the seriousness of the offence, with manslaughter typically carrying a lighter penalty than murder under UK law, depending on the circumstances like being provoked or lack of premeditation. The exact details of 21 Savage's timeline in the UK is not perfectly noted online, but apparently he was born into Newham, London, and raised in Brixton till the age of 7. He attended primary school in London and was immersed in the local culture, which influenced his identity despite him moving to America. Obviously his brother was pursuing a career as a drill rapper, and there was a lot of distance between them, but 21 Savage described shared family ties kept them connected. Rest in peace to both of his brothers, and 21 Savage has definitely been through a lot. He dropped a song a year ago as well called Letter to My Brother, and also 21 Savage did actually do another interview on Math Hoffa's show where he spoke about the situation again, said that they spoke but didn't manage to sort things out perfectly.
I say when we moved out here, like type like when we moved to Atlanta, like shit just faded type shit. And then like it was like my mama friend, they moved with us. Like we all moved at the same time.
Right.
And like my mama friend's son, like my cousin. So I used to see like how his daddy used to like send him shit, buy him shit, come see him. So I used to be kind of jealous of the shit. So as I started getting older, I was just like, man, this really a fuck like type shit. So that's why I just like fuck that. Really?
Did y'all ever mend that situation?
My little brother died a couple years ago. My little brother died.
Rest in peace.
2020. Yeah, my little brother died 2020, and we tried type shit, but it wasn't really genuine. You know what I'm saying?